In today's video, I am going to be breaking down Jayson Tatum and how he has become a monster for the Boston Celtics, especially in this year's NBA playoffs. So let's get down. Let's check out Jayson Tatum. Okay, so really quickly, watch what happens here. Coming off of this screen, Jayson Tatum, watch his head. I'm going to rewind this really quickly. He quickly looks to his right and then looks to his left. He's trying to see what's happening over here while at the same time wanting to try and blow up this screen and roll that's happening here. He reaches in and at least stops this guard's progression towards the basket so that he's forced to pass to the roll man. As soon as that pass happens, Horford's hands are able to get into that play, and watch what Jayson Tatum does here. He's leaking out as fast as possible. Horford is then able to send him a lead pass. Now, where a lot of younger players make a mistake is they try to get that pass to the player early instead of trying to lob or at least send the pass. You shouldn't put the pass too high, but you should lead the man and basically to tell him where he needs to go. Here, Jayson Tatum is able to get the ball at the three-point line, and he's able to then finish with a dunk right at the rim. If it wasn't for that lead pass to get to Jayson Tatum where he needs to be, that pass would have been too late. It would have probably went behind him or right to him, and he wouldn't have had the ability or the speed to get to that rim before these two defenders were able to stop him. Now, this is a really great screen that's set here. Now, Jayson Tatum is popping up. This is a nice pass to Jayson Tatum at the point. Now, right away, he's looking at the rim. When he's looking at the rim, he goes straight into a shot. He doesn't wait for Jimmy Butler to recover to take a shot fake and drive. The Miami Heat are covering the key really well. He needs to shoot right away. That's a good shot, and that's what he's able to do. He's able to hit that shot. It bounces in. Now here he comes off the screen, he does a quick in and out dribble and slightly hesitates and does a quick wide cross to move this defender out of the way. He is then able to do a low gather, keeps his arms straight with the ball in both hands. This is important because now, even though he's not keeping the ball up high, he's keeping the ball super low with his arms straight and extended. Now this is important because if his arms were bent, this player would be able to steal the ball, but also if his arms were hit, the referee would be able to see it much easier, and then he's able to finish up high at the rim. Now this is a great way to use a screen. This hedge man came out way too high, almost like if they were about to try and blitz. Well, there was a lot of space between the hedge man and the screener, and Jayson Tatum was able to then split that screen. He was able to switch over to his right hand, takes one dribble to the rim, gets his shoulder into the defender, and then he's able to finish at the rim. Now, why is this important? Well, by taking only one dribble to attack the rim, you're not allowing other players to reach in and steal the ball. That's number one. Number two is now, by him creating that contact first, he's able to get that defender onto their heels so that now he can finish at the rim. Now he's not extending his arm and he's not extending his shoulder past his cylinder. What he's doing is he's just merely creating contact first so that he has the momentum to finish at the rim and it stops that defender from being able to block him. Now watch this screen right here. I've showed this as a YouTube short once before, but it was with a player that I coach. Here's with Jayson Tatum. His defender starts cheating over top of this screen while this screen is being set. He does a quick jab towards that left and does an overhand cross to his right side and now beats that man because that man was expecting him to use that screen. But as soon as you see as this player, a player starting to cheat, you need to teach him a lesson and go back the opposite direction and finish at the rim. Now, one-hand passes are very important, and that's exactly what we see here. Why is this one-hand pass so important? Well, by passing with one hand, if you can keep your hand on top of the ball until the last second before that pass, you can actually technically still dribble as long as your hand is still on top of the ball. Now, if that pass wasn't there at this point, he could have still dribbled, but he didn't have to. He was still able to pass, but also being able to pass with one hand can give you that extra distance. He couldn't do a chest pass here. Butler was in the way. So that one-hand bounce pass was able to get past the defender and get to Horford for that easy layup. Now watch this attack. He uses his off arm More players need to use their off arm to attack the basket. That allows you to create the space past your defender. And again, watch how many dribbles he takes. One attack dribble, that's it. And then he's able to finish with two hands at the rim. Fantastic skills that we can use in our game. So this is a prime example as to why you should never try and force your players one way or the other. You should actually be trying to play them straight up, especially if they're talented scorers like Jayson Tatum. Because what's going to happen is he's going to use that to his advantage. He's a right-handed player being forced right side, which means that this is now the top foot, the left side. That's the side that a jump shooter who is a right-hander is going to have the advantage. So by forcing him right, all he has to do is just do a quick jab towards that side, a quick snatch back, and now he's going back towards his left, which is the side that he would prefer as a right-handed shooter. The reason for that is because his right side is in line faster than if he was to go towards his right, and that allows him to make this shot. We can actually really see it right here, where that right side is automatically in line because he was going towards his left side, which just allowed that shot to be just quick enough so that he doesn't get blocked. It's also a more accurate shot for a right-handed to go towards his left side. Make sure to go check out my hardest basketball shooting workout down in the description below. I hope that this video has helped you become a better basketball player. If it has, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.